Hey everyone, my name's Michaela Cagle and I'm a part of this year's graduating class at Divine Child High School. Clearly the class of 2020's time got cut short, but I wanted to make sure that my classmates still had the opportunity to reflect on some of their high school experiences and share the memories that we did get to make. I think that being quarantined has taught us all a lot, like why you should live in the moment and be fully present, and how temporary things really can be. But I hope that this video is able to teach some additional lessons and change your perspective on your relationships, and maybe even influence your life after quarantine.
A good 8.
Probably an 8. It was really
A 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It's like an 8.
Probably be an 8 or a 9.
I'd give it an 8.
Definitely a 9.
It's a 7 out of 10.
I'd give it an 8.
A 9.
10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10.
Beating FGR in the regional semifinals.
Varsity softball my sophomore year and beating Richmond to advance to play in the semifinals at MSU. Also, being a state finalist in cheer 3 years in a row.
Meeting all of my friends and learning so much about them and getting to know all of them very well.
All of the volleyball home games because of how many people came out to support us.
Is going to all of the football games and dances.
Dances DC held. It was always fun to dress up with your friends and go out and have a great night of fun.
Volleyball with my teammates, beating FGR and making it to the regional finals.
And my friends and I put random kids up in the boys' bathroom skylight.
Catholic.
Caring.
Community.
Expensive.
Bold.
Exciting.
Unique. Family.
Family.
Having no motivation to do anything because you're just ready for high school to end.
Being able to just like give up on school because like you didn't care about it anymore.
When you have no motivation to do your homework or to study or anything and you just kind of like procrastinate doing everything.
Having a countdown to the last day of school with no motivation to do anything.
How they got like the showers if you get like chemicals on you or whatever. I was sitting in the rolling chair, I slid out from it, it slid into the shower, and the water just started squirting everywhere. And
Mr. O called out Micah and Dawson because they were talking way too much, and he was like, Micah and Dawson, go on a date already.
My boy Lorenzo Tamburo.
Dawson Steck. He's been with me through my entire religious journey and is my sponsor.
Mr. Nini. That's all I have to say.
Mr. O is definitely my favorite teacher.
Jairus. I absolutely loved her in my Spanish class over the past couple of years, and I especially loved our zoo trip and our games that we played outside.
Econ with Mr. Guest because he made the class so much fun.
AP Chem with Miss Schweiss just because it was a lot of fun with everyone in it.
Miss Ruby because of her goofiness.
Mr. DF. If you know Mr. DF, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but he's been a great guy for me to always go to, help me with anything I've always needed. Great advice, fun class, AP Research, AP Sum, best classes offered at DC.
And Miss Castile.
Probably Miss Cheek.
It's Miss Post.
Delgado.
Prom. One reason is because I really want to look like a princess one last time, if I'm going to be honest. But also, it's that one day before we all part ways.
Prom, so let's hope it still happens.
Having graduation so we could all walk together as a class and have a final memory of high school.
States, and that did not end up happening.
Senior year spring break, and it didn't end up happening.
To live every moment basically as if it's your last.
Choose your friends wisely because you don't want to get stuck in a bummy group with like no goals in life.
Not to worry about small things and just go out and have fun with your friends and make memories that you'll be able to tell your kids when you're older.
You have no idea what anything is going through. You have no idea what they're struggling with. And so you just should always smile and be there for someone.
Always look at the positive side of things and just be happy because every day is a blessing.
Pick your battles because some things are just completely worth it and some things are definitely not.
Whether or not the people that you started high school with are still by your side today, They're people to be grateful for, considering they shaped you to be the person that you are now.
You can't be friends with everyone, but you can be nice to everyone that you meet.
Obviously, our high school experience didn't end the way we wanted it to, so I really just learned to not take everything for granted and make the most out of every situation.
Don't do stupid stuff, for sure.
To go to all the dances and all the football games and just to participate in all the school activities.
I'd say just do your own thing, you know, whatever you like to do that.
Don't take it for advantage. It's going to go by in a blink of an eye and you're going to miss everything about it.
To always stay motivated and work hard. I know it can be difficult.
Make the most of your opportunities, get involved in any way you can, and enjoy it as much as possible.
Is to not stress so much about college and grades and comparing GPAs. All of that in about 5 years is not gonna matter. Don't make it your whole life.
To be outgoing, talk to everyone, because like you're more similar to a lot of people than you think you are. Like even if you don't think you're like have anything in common with someone, just talk to them, because you'll learn so much about people. And even if you're different, like you can still become really good friends. So make sure to try to talk to everyone.
No matter how much time you have to do a project or essay, it can always be done the night before.
I mean, dude, I don't even know. Just do your frickin' homework and study for tests.
To not be so nervous and afraid to talk to other people.
Join a club, get involved.
To wear knee-high socks and not to carry around that binder that's like cloth and it's like crossbody.
Not to take anything for granted and to take everything in when you get it, because you never know when it could be taken away from you.
And then also just to ease up a bit, and that if you have the chance to do something, do it.
Careful with the relationships that I form and the relationships that I decide to end.
Be true to the person that you are. Throughout high school, I spent so much time acting a certain way and being someone that I wasn't in order to fit in with others.
Just be yourself. You don't have to fit in. You have to worry about other people's opinions. Just as long as you're being yourself, be kind to others, it'll be fine. It'll be straight.
I worry too much about what people think.
Relax. You're gonna do amazing. You're gonna pass your classes. You're gonna make friends. You're gonna do so many amazing things. So
Stella and Miss O'Malley have definitely been the two people that have impacted and have just made high school so much more enjoyable.
Mr. DF, I felt like he really wanted me to succeed and push me to my limits.
Miss Valetti, Miss O'Malley, and Miss Dunn. I feel like these women just embody the virtues of DC so well.
Mr. DF, I needed an SAT score to go to a certain school that I wanted to, and me and him practice on the weekends after school, and he helped me in so many different ways, and he taught me a bunch of life lessons too along the way, and I'm extremely grateful for him.
Miss Pauline, going into high school, I was really worried and nervous, and the minute that Miss Pauline talked to me, I just felt like it was home.
Probably Johnny Newman or Joey Weirchuck. They kind of kept me grounded as a person.
People probably won't believe it, but I've grown about 2 inches.
I've become more open, and I can definitely have more better surrounding sense of who's gonna be a true friend and who's just gonna be there to use you.
As a freshman, I was really reserved because I was moving to DC from a really small school and talked to many people. The only people I talked to were my closest friends. But throughout the 4 years, I really opened up and broke out of my shell and began to show people who I really was.
Is that I've become a lot more compassionate towards others. After being picked on and made fun of, I realize how truly hurtful that can be, and you never know what someone's going through.
One thing that went around about me that was not true was that I had coronavirus. I was told the day after that this spread that parents were calling the school, asking if it was true. It's not true. I'm very well, actually. Yeah.
I don't really want to become a rapper when I'm older. I just do it for fun.
A lot of people think I'm super uptight, but in reality, I don't really care what other people do, and their actions don't influence me. So I have a lot of fun and everything, and I wish people didn't think I was so uptight.
Is that I was really like stuck up, and I guess people thought I was like mean.
When we got back to school junior year, everyone thought I dyed this piece of my eyelash white, but that's not the case. The pigment cells just died in the eyelashes, so it just lost its color. That's the only reason why it's white.
Some people thought that I was mean, or they would say that I was a bully. And most of the people who said that, I never really talked to them and I never really got to know them. So I wish I would have been able to get to know them and be friends with them so that I could have maybe shown them that I'm not mean or a bully like they think I am.
I care about everyone that I've ever talked to. I want the best for every person, and I want them to know that they are worth so much.
I'm like somewhat religious, which is weird.
I wish that more people knew that I was friendly, and I really like to make people laugh. So
how much I struggled with mental health these past 4 years, yet how much everyone in our grade helped me with like simple things, just saying hi in the hallway. So thank you.
Throughout my high school experience, a lot of labels and really mean things were said about me that were extremely hurtful. And these were normally said by people that had never talked to me and didn't really know me as a person. So I feel like if they would have really gotten to know me, they would have realized that none of what they were saying was accurate.
It would definitely be to have a third year at the hockey program. I made so many friends and had so many great memories that I wish I had a third year.
it would probably be the temperature because it's really cold in there and our uniforms are not thick enough for that. So if you're going to keep the temperature that cold, maybe let us like layer up a little bit.
To try and actually learn rather than just getting enough to just pass.
For me, it'd be to focus a little less on school and just to have more fun.
I wish I would have embraced my goofy, dorky, and outgoing side because most of my classmates never really got to see that side of me.
Besides, obviously, making Corona never happen, it would be for the seniors to know that that Thursday was going to be our last day of school because there's so many teachers and like classmates and just people in general that I will never see again. And I'll just never get to say goodbye because I didn't know it was my last day of school. I just thought it was an average day of school. And I just wish I could go back and relive that day perfect.